Alright, boys and girls, welcome to the DFS experience for Monday, January 1st. This video is brought to you by our friends over at Thrive Fantasy, the player prop website where you can play against the house or play against other players in contest format. You do get a deposit match up to $250 if you use my promo code DFS Chapo, or you can use the link that's in my description. I'm gonna absolutely try to breeze through this video. Still sick. As long as I'm not coughing crazy, I'm gonna try to get to FanDuel. That's the plan. But if I don't get to FanDuel, then don't riot, don't kick and scream. I'll still help you out, help you guys out in the chat. We're gonna start with DraftKings. We're gonna start with point guard. Luka Magic 11-9 against Utah should destroy them all by himself. It's amazing how that team is absolute dog shit without him and amazing with him. Sort of like the 04, 05, 06, 07 Cavaliers with LeBron. Take him off the court. That team was dog shit. But anyway, you got to fire up Luka. Find value, play him. Halliburton 10-3, absolutely in play. Indiana against Milwaukee is like the Wild Wild West now. If you could game stack that game, try to. It's going to be very hard. And picking the correct pieces on Indiana and paying up for Milwaukee is very hard. Realistically, ideally, you would want to game stack it, but it's going to be really hard. Fire up Halliburton any way you can. Booker's okay. Nothing special. Mitchell's absolutely in play against Toronto. No OG to make life hard for him. He should cut through them like a hot knife through butter. Scotty Barnes, way too cheap. Disrespectful price. Scotty Barnes is a fantasy monster. He should be 10K. Fire up Scotty Barnes. Lillard 8.9, he's fine. Cunningham's playing hard. Trying to put his team on his back so they don't go out like busters. Fire up Cade Cunningham when he's in this mode. Kyrie, no interest. Rozier's been smashing. Absolutely in play. Matchup proof. Van Vliet, when I don't play him, he's fucking Isaiah Thomas. The Detroit Isaiah Thomas. When I play him, he's fucking Killian Hayes. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Jamal Murray, he's fine. Nothing spectacular. Great matchup against Charlotte. Brogdon, 7-8. Price is coming back up. Absolutely in play. Sexton's fine. Exum's fine. Schroeder, is he going to start? He might start. Maybe if RJ Barrett makes another team, Schroeder will come back off the bench. So they can have Barnes as the primary point guard. But we'll see. But Schroeder's in play either way. You prefer him to start at 6.2. Ivy's fine. Tough matchup against Houston. Fantasy points go to play Houston to die, or when players that. Okay, let me fucking rephrase that because my mind ain't processing fast enough while I'm sick. Motherfuckers have bad fantasy nights against Houston. That's all I want to say. But let's continue. Beal is fine, 6.1. You might as well play him while his price is still low. Henderson is absolutely a play. He might be a little bit delusional. Thinks he's in contention for Rookie of the Year, but never mind all that. Let's just use that to our advantage and play his ass. I'm not interested in Bruce Brown, Bobby Brown, whoever the fuck it is. Not interested. Keontae, no. Porter, no. Gary Trent, if he starts, he's in play. Nemhart, not interested. Quickly, even though we don't know how many minutes he's gonna play, we do know that Toronto plays their 8 guys, their eight-man rotations, maybe 9. If he's in that rotation, he'll have opportunity to pay this off. Pirtle, Siakam, Barrett, Trent Jr., Barnes, Schroeder, Quickly, he should be in a rotation. I'm not interested in Dunn. I'm not interested in the Hardy Boy. I'm not interested in THT. I think he was a DNP last game, if I'm not mistaken. He played 6 minutes, 2 2 fantasy points. Whoop-de-doo. The rest of these guys, I don't have any interest in right now. Killian Hayes, his minutes have been reduced, and Burks is playing his minutes, so I got to stay away from Killian Hayes. Jalen Green, good matchup. Middleton looks good. Sharp is fine. Strus is okay. Tim Hardaway Jr. Tim Hardaway Jr. he's better with Luka by himself. He's dog shit. Brandon Miller's fine, just injury prone. Grayson Allen is fine, 6.2. Clarkson, 6K, priced much more appropriately. Barrett's in play. Barrett's absolutely in play at 5.9. I love Barrett. He's going to get a lot of minutes. They're not going to bitch him out like they did in New York. They're going to let him play. He's going to get easy shots with Scotty Barnes and Siakam. They pass the ball. It's not like playing with Julius Randle. The more I look at it, the more I think about it, RJ Barrett might be playing tonight. Fire his ass up. Don't say I ain't never tell you nothing. Buddy Hield's okay. Just hard to figure out when he's going to show up. He's been playing better off the bench, but still, you know how it is with Buddy Hield. Well, he only played 18 minutes last game. Last couple of games, he was playing high 30s in minutes, 34, 35, 26, 34 fantasy points. And then against the Knicks, 18 minutes. Not sure why, what happened to him. But if you want to play Buddy Hield, I suggest you do a little bit of an investigation into that last game. Who else is here? Buddy Hield, Eric Gordon. I'm not interested in Eric Gordon coming off the bench. Sometimes he plays good, sometimes he doesn't. KCP, if you need value. Beasley, if you're desperate. Matthew, you could take a shot on. I know he was playing better last game. 26 minutes, wow, 20 fantasy points. These Indiana wings aren't going to cut it. The Beals and the Matherins playing like straight shit. What I've been doing is just been playing Halliburton from Indiana, to be honest with you. If I can't trust you, I can't play you. It's just going to cost me money. Who else is here? Tate, if he starts, okay, but I'm not high on Tate. Tate is he started 35 minutes, 4.5K. He only put up 13 fantasy points. Like, yeah, that didn't move me. He didn't stand out to me starting at 4.5K. I know a lot of people were saying, "Oh, you got to jam in Tate." No, you didn't have to jam in Tate. What the fuck does he do? Who else is here? The rest of these guys, you could bag them up and throw them back in the ocean. Let's go to small forward. Okay, Markin is in play. Porter Jr. is fine. Bogdanovich, my guy, absolutely in play. Eason, if he plays, he's a decent play. Rest of these guys, Fontecchio, a little bit pricey, but if he starts, I guess you could take a shot. Yeah, let's go to power forward. Giannis, 11K, too cheap. Durant, 10.1, too cheap. Siakam, 8.4, too cheap. No, Siakam's priced right. My bad. Miles Bridges is fine at 7.6. Jeremy Grant's in play at 7.3. Jabari Smith Jr. is okay. If he can't go, I want to give the rest of the starters, not named Jason Tate, a boost. PJ Washington is fine. Bobby Portis is fine. He should smash Indiana. John Collins is okay. I don't like his shot attempts. Peyton Watson, he's been getting his start, but his price is coming up, so whoop-de-doo. Jalen Smith has been playing 20-something minutes. He's okay, but he's 5'2". His price is coming up now. You're going to want him, 5.2K. You're looking for like 32 fantasy points, and if he's only going to be playing 20 minutes a game, that's going to be tough. So, that value ain't valuing. You feel me? Jabari Walker, you can take a shot on him. They don't like playing their centers. They want to start all these motherfuckers and not play them. Portland is a fucking disgrace. Who's available? Aiton out. Reese might be out. You want to play Brown? Play him 8 minutes. You want to play Baji? Play 10 minutes. Just play Jabari Walker. That's the guy they want to play. Don't say I ain't never tell you anything. You gotta be in front of roster moves. So when they're giving other guys minutes or they're benching guys, that's going to be the difference between you cashing and not cashing because we're all essentially playing the same people. For example, we cashed tonight or last night we cashed on FanDuel, even with Rui in the lineup and Rui got hurt. The reason we cashed it, we had Trey Lyles in the lineup because he's been getting more minutes. Little things like that. So, fuck the Portland centers. Play Jabari Walker. Cash money. There you go. Where are we? Jabari Walker. Okay, me too. You can take a shot. The rest of these guys, no thank you. Can I make it to FanDuel? I'm probably not even gonna make it to FanDuel. Fuck it. Let's just go. Let's go. Center. Who else is here? Nobody worth talking about. Let's go to center. Jokic absolutely in play. Sengun's in play. Jared Allen's been tearing shit up. Nurkic is in play. Miles Turner's in play. Durant 6.7 absolutely in play. Mark Williams can't go. You play Nick Richards. Pirtle, give him a few minutes because there's no more Achua. Maybe they might dust off Boucher, but I'm playing Pirtle until further notice. Brook Lopez, I prefer on FanDuel, but he's in play. Kessler's okay, but they be dicking around with his minutes. Lively and Olenek, if you're desperate. They don't really fuck with Eubanks like that. If Duat Reef plays, if he starts, I'll take a shot on him. But they don't like Moses Brown. That I could tell you. Nobody like Moses Brown. I don't know what's going on with him. Hold on 1 second. We are going to go to FanDuel. Just give me 1 second. Uno momento. All right, boys and girls, let's go for this final push. Listen, if you're new here, welcome. Appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up. Listen, if you're struggling to cash, need help with lineups, listen what I'm about to tell you. Check out my Patreon, link in the description. We got NFL tier, we got NHL tier, we got regular NBA tier, and then we have an all NBA tier for those who want to play early slates, showdowns, or late slates. The thing is, I know what goes on in this community. I know that people have Patreons and they offer services. They make you pay for services, and then they give you like their player pool, or they just talk shit, or it's a Discord. They like to fuck all that. I'm telling you I'm giving you the fucking lineup. So you sign up right a couple of minutes before lock, 20, 30 minutes before lock. I send you the lineup. You put the lineup in their fucking contest, and you go about your fucking day. That's it. None of the fucking shits and giggles like the rest of these fucking idiots. How the fuck they make you pay for something and you still got to figure the shit out? Unreal. So anyway, need help with lineups? Check out the Patreon link in the description. Let's go to FanDuel. I'm gonna push through this. Try to go through FanDuel because you guys are really good to me, good to the channel. You guys show up every night. I know a lot of you play FanDuel, so bear with me. I'm trying to do this for you. Point guard. Luka Magic 12-6, he's fine. Halliburton 11K too cheap. Mitchell 10-3, fire his ass up. Cunningham's in play. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Sorry about that. Somebody bringing me meds. All right. One more time. Luka, 12-6. Halliburton, 11K. Mitchell, 10-3. Cunningham, 9-6. All in play. Everybody's in play. Dame Down on 9.1. Fire his ass up against Indy. He should have a good game. Rozier, 9K. If he plays, he's in play. Jamal Murray, 8.4. Absolutely in play. Van Vliet against Detroit. He should destroy them. I know if I play him, not so much. But he's a good play on paper. Kyrie, not really interested with his messed up heel. Brogdon, 8K in play. Especially with no Simon. Sexton's fine. Clarkson's fine. Axum's okay. Jalen Green should have a good matchup against it. He should be in a good matchup against Detroit. Porter not interested in, especially at 6.5K. Quickly, kind of pricey. We don't know his role yet. We know what it should be, but we don't know what it is yet. Schroeder, same thing. Schroeder and Quickly are in the same pool. Just play Scoot Henderson. We know what his role is. Scoot is going to shoot. You feel me? 6.3. Fire him up. Bradley Beal's in play. The rest of these guys down here are overpriced and not good for fantasy. Let's go to shooting guard. Booker's in play. Middleton looks fine. A little pricey, but he's fine. I'm lying. Middleton is not pricey. He's fine. Sometimes I got to adjust my mind to the different platforms. So on FanDuel 7-something, he's fine. Who else is here? Tim Hardaway Jr., like I said before, I only like him if Luka's there. Buddy Hield's okay. Ivy's fine. Grayson Allen's fine. Gary Trent looks good. THT, I wouldn't really touch like that. You don't need to. Malik Beasley, if you need the value. Thompson, I don't think is playing heavy minutes. Actually, I know he's not playing heavy minutes. Last game he played 12 minutes, and that is not heavy minutes. The rest of these guys, no thank you. Let's go to small forward. Let's wrap this shit up. Durant, 10. Fire his ass up. Too cheap. Scotty Barnes, 9.7 on FanDuel is a crime. He could probably pay that off in a half. Marketing, Bridges, Grant, all in play. Michael Porter's okay. Levert is all right. I don't think I need him on this slate. Bojan is fine. If I call him Bogdan on DraftKings, I meant Bojan. You know what I mean? 6.5. Fire his ass up. RJ Barrett, 6.1. Too cheap. If he starts, you jam him in. You feel me? He's going to play 35 minutes. 32, 35 minutes. Closer to 35 minutes. If this game is competitive, yeah. Jabari Walker. Lee Smith if you're desperate. Watson, okay. Mathurin if you're desperate. When I say desperate, last man in type deal. Because those guys are real unreliable. Not Watson, but Mathurin. Okay. Giannis is in play. Siakam's in play. Jared Allen at power forward looks good, 8.6. He looks expensive, but he's been playing very well. Jeremy Grant, fine. Jabari Smith, fine. 7.1. Jabari Smith, if he's 100% healthy, he's a good play. Bobby Porter, 6K, he's fine. John Collins is okay, 5.6. That's where he needs to be. The rest of these guys on here, I'm not touching. Maybe Metu. If the rest of my lineup is fire and Metu is my last man in, fine. I ain't gonna cry about it. Or Jason Tate. Other than that, I'm not looking to put them in my lineup. Jokic, 12-1. Fine. Sengun, 8-9. Appropriate pricing. Duren is fine. Nurkic should destroy Portland on the glass, 7.7. Fine. Miles Turner's fine at 7.6. Brook Lopez on FanDuel is amazing, 7K because of the block upside. You know that. Jacob Pertl is fine. Walker Kessler, not so much. Lively, okay. Nick Richards, 6K, he's okay. Actually, if Mark Williams can't go, Nick Richards is a good play at 6K. There's his block upside. And Jalen Smith, 4.9K. He's a play, but he's not exciting to me because he's only playing low 20s in minutes. And what's his real upside? Taking up a center spot. You might need that spot. You feel me? Listen. Appreciate you guys. bearing with me through these videos last couple of days. Obviously, half of America is dealing with illness right now, and it is what it is. The show must go on, so I'm trying my best. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up. Check out the Patreon link in the description if you want my lineups. You want me to build you lineups for NFL, NHL, NBA, golf, hockey, Nintendo. I don't give a fuck, whatever it is. Happy New Year. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Um, and I'll let you get back to your partying, celebrating, wine tasting, whatever the fuck it is you guys do in the new year. I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.